Sergey, born in the Caribbean, grew up in South Florida, Miami, and now I live in Orlando, Florida. So started working with AccrueMe, I want to say the end of last October. The experience could not have gone any better, to be honest with you. So previous to working with AccrueMe, I did like 120,000 one year. The following year, I did 124,000. Now with AccrueMe, I've more than double that. Year to date, I'm upwards of 350,000. So over 178% growth in just that 1 year working with them. The coolest thing for me is they've allowed me to actually launch new products, which I wasn't able to do kind of under the current cash flow crisis that I was in with this one product. So AccrueMe has been great, super helpful. The team's been awesome. Anytime I needed something, they've always, assisted. And it was actually great to finally get to meet them, Sam and everyone from the team, Don as well, down in South Florida at an event the other day. The products that I sell are swimming pool accessories, and that ranges from everything from like waterfall fountains to dispensers and thermometers, pool pillows, etc. So AccrueMe, the very first investment, if I'm not mistaken, was somewhere between 15 to 18,000. I could be off a little bit, but they've invested a lot more. For me, it's been great because anytime I've needed money or I've launched a new product, they've always been there to support me. So that includes additional capital when needed. I actually chose to work with AccrueMe because I loved their plan, how it differed from a normal lender. The biggest thing, especially if you're turning inventory really fast, is having that cash flow. And with traditional lenders, having to pay back monthly mortgages or even having them take a cut of your business, working with AccrueMe was like very cool because they do neither, right? So all of the capital can then be invested back into turning products and growing even faster. The team from AccrueMe was great. I loved everything in terms of what they initially mentioned, the calls that we took initially. Just felt comfortable with the team, and for me, that was the biggest thing. Feeling comfort with someone who was able to actually invest in me and help me grow my business. Yeah, so one of the biggest things that they've done is help me launch more products at a much faster pace than I ever could. So in 2 years running the private label business by myself, I've only been able to launch one product. In the very first year, not even the entire year, probably less than 8 months, I went from 1 to 4 products. And that was because ultimately AccrueMe gave me more capital or they invested more in me and products as they were growing to allow me to scale and launch. So with my whole process is building out a private label business of a handful of products that I could ultimately sell at the end of the day. And AccrueMe is doing that, way faster than I could have expected. Yeah, I would definitely tell them to look at AccrueMe. The thing is, they'll go through and look at some of the different options. At the end of the day, it's ultimately who you're going to feel comfortable with. I felt comfortable with the very things that AccrueMe gives that no one else does. That's number one. I didn't want to give up part of my business. And number two, I didn't want to have to make monthly payments to take money out of the business when I was actually using that to grow and scale up much faster. For me, at the end of the day, it's about selling the business, and the faster I can scale and do that, would be much better. So that's why I ultimately went with AccrueMe, and I would definitely recommend anyone who's looking for capital, who's in that cash flow crunch, that they're turning inventory very fast, to look for AccrueMe and reach out. The team, they're super helpful, and they're here and been here to guide me along the way as well. Well, so the business side of things, I think worked great for me, but more so it's like the personal side, getting to know the team, Sam, Don, being on calls with them, meeting them in person. That's been kind of like one of the biggest helpful points for me. It's like having someone, because this business is so lonely sometimes, these Amazon businesses, growing them by yourself, having someone that you can reach out to and talk and, just ask questions at any point in time is super helpful. So, yeah, I've got nothing but great things to say about the AccrueMe team.